Kips Clip!
Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kips Clips. So, done a wee off the cuff hangout last night. Peter wasn't about, and had a good wee chat with Cookie and whatnot, and we were talking about some of the quotes. I butchered it. I was talking about one of the founding fathers said that you needed a revolution every 100 years to guarantee the republic, right? I completely butchered it. But Robert Elliot, cheers my man, he got back to us. I think Cookie was the man. I think Cookie knew it was Jefferson, and then I think Cookie knew about the Tree of Liberty stuff as well. But anyway, so let's have a wee look at the quote. It spurred a wee idea, and I can get some stuff out here, so why not? Yes, there were Jefferson quotes. The Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. It is its natural manure. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. God forbid we should ever be 20 years without such a rebellion. Let them take arms in reference to Shays' rebellion. So you can go and check all that stuff out. But you get the principle that Jefferson was sort of saying. But we're talking about because it came out of the Constitution, and we'll get back to sort of the revolution I believe we need right now, because times have changed. Principle the same, but we can do it a different way. And this is something that nobody who's making thousands of pounds or whatever, or a comfortable lifestyle off of this doesn't want to do, because they don't want to rock the boat too much. They just want to make it look like they're rocking the boat. But anyway, so get back to the revolution after I just make a few points. This is how we got here last night. Talking about the French and US revolution, right? Some people point to them as being very good revolutions in time. The French Revolution got rid of the aristocracy and monarchy, and the American Revolution got rid of the monarchy and the crown, and set up the United States, and the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution and all that good stuff that came with it. Now, the original Constitution. So when you come into the alternative media, the conspiracy world, a lot of the stuff definitely funnels you down talking about Masons being goblins, eating people and all that sort of a crap, right? Which wouldn't make sense if these were the people that done the... if you look at pictures, right, here was the French Revolution, human rights, 1789. They wrote the Declaration of Rights of Man and of Citizen. Right, a lot of people point to this as a monumental moment in history, setting us up slaves free from the monarchy and putting it into law, making a law that makes us all equal, or did it? Anyway, so if you go and check out how that was written and how it's portrayed and all the original, this is original, you will see the reference to there's Lady Liberty, right, with the wings, which is important to understand as well, but it is Lady Liberty with a torch, and the torch and the light on the torch, the flame on the torch, is the all-seeing eye. Now a lot of symbolism going on there, it means a lot of different stuff. To the first degree Mason, the all-seeing eye represents Masonic law, and that would make absolute perfect sense to read this as a first degree Mason. I'm not, by the way, but if you were a first degree Mason, which is it undeniable that the French Revolution and the American Revolution were Masonic revolutions. Apparently I'm led to believe that the people who flung the tea off that ship into that river that I don't know the names of right now, in the US, which kinda was the start of the stunt that started this, all came out of the local lodges. So, and then fast forward to who won the French Revolution and the way they portray the human rights they were writing, and the all-seeing eye, the Masonic law. But then that same thing would then turn up on the dollar bill. You can see the same entities were behind both revolutions, undenying. People would say they're Masons, think it's undeniable they were all Masons. Protestant Masons at the time. Look at the time frame. Aye. Protestant Masons at the time. But in the conspiracy world, we're told that all Masons eat goblins and sacrifice young babies. And I'm not an apologist for anybody or anything. I'm saying what I see. This isn't any secret or anything at all. My dad was a Mason. There's lots of Masons in Central Belt of Scotland. It's not really surprising to no one. My dad was one, not a long practicing one. I never knew him to be a practicing one. He used to tell me stupid stories and whatnot, but I never knew him to be a practicing Mason. It was before my memory kicked in, or before I was able to observe this shit. And my dad, I grew up knowing that for all my dad's faults, he wasn't like sacrificing wee babies in dungeons and conjuring up demons and worshipping the devil or anything of the sort. Do you know what I mean? Right, so all the stuff out there was bizarro, and like the people wrote morons over time. Yeah man, if you have people in your family with the Masons, I would disown them, run away. Real fucking retarded shit out there. People's weird realities, a fake reality is constructed through the YouTube and so on and so forth. So there was a very good learning curve. Make your eyes that wee bit extra open when you got into this genre. And then standing at this time as well, so it's up to you to make your minds up whether you think Masons are good or bad. I can't make my mind up. I find it fascinating, all their fucking information and stuff, and the more I've looked into them and all that information, me with my logic, like my Spock brain on, using logic, I don't believe in fairy tales and all that, and you can take stuff, not only, and it's not even like Masonic writings, it's pretty much they tell you, well, I've not got it here, it's like the Masonic Bible, edition of the Bible, and they've got a wee Masonic section at the beginning. It tells you how first, and I think that's pretty much what you need to learn, a lot of the stuff you learn for your first degree, which is in the Masonic Bible, I believe, and it just tells you how the Masons interpret the Bible. Ultimately, they believe in crazy stuff, and there's no doubt of the Masonic worldwide conspiracy. I can see the Masons have been everywhere. Through the moon, planting their flag. It's like Osiris's cock with the American flag on it. That's the symbology behind that. Anywhere the Masons go, you'll see a town square. Usually a town square. They're buildings of authority, of Masonic law. They all see an eye, and you'll see a big phallic symbol. And then you'll see feminine symbols in the architecture and all that as well. And that's the Masons rocking up and going, "We are here." But who else is going to build the fucking buildings if it's not the Masons? And that's why the Masons in the church historically don't get on. But the Masons built all the cathedrals. That's why the cathedrals have all the Masonic symbolism, and it isn't the church symbolism at the time. It's because the Masons built it all. Right, so then the Reformation, right? Look at the Reformation. Go and decide. Right, people are like, it's all fake. Right, but like, go and look into what happened during that time and what was the lame, a very simplistic idea of that. The Masons protested, that's where Protestant comes from, against the church monopoly on the biblical book, because there is knowledge in there, and it doesn't have to be religious knowledge, it's just absolutely, it's common sense shit, and they protested against the church, and done so in such a manner that here in the UK they started burning down all the cathedrals, or most of them, a lot of them. And then not too long after that, the Jesuits were created to counter the Reformation. So, and the people that were on the side of the Reformation wanted people to read books, wanted to open up the knowledge to everybody, not all the hidden knowledge, but like a lot of the hidden knowledge, wanted to open up printing presses, wanted reproducible science, all that stuff. And the church, who had ruled for a very long time using superstitions and monopolies on information encoded in the Bible and how to interpret it, and even the monopoly of how to read. They were angry because the Masons broke their monopoly and set up this wee group called the Jesuits, who now have a Jesuit as the Pope, and their mission statement was pretty much to counter the Reformation and bring back the Church's complete control of Christendom. And then you could argue, oh man, and go and look into those dates, and I think since then there's been that topsy-turvy war going on. And right now, and the reason I go on about this is because when you step back and try and look at everything as a whole, like the whole conspiracy, truther, the whole thing, if you want, whatever way you want to brand it, it's getting a lot of people's heads stuck up their arse one way or the other, and it's, I see they're getting them in, and then this is only my humble opinion, man. I mean, like, each to their own. People think I'm full of shite, you know what I mean? And they may well be true, they may well be right, and I may well be wrong. But anyway, so that's something I'm seeing right now, and I'm rabbiting on too much as well. Now, with regards to Jefferson's quotes, and what I was kind of referring to last night, with sort of a, and I know even in the past we've said it's not kind of like a revolution you need. Revolution, you're back from the start, the phoenix from the flames, because I think the revolution we're getting right now is kind of the revolution, the controlled revolution, man. They're taking us to where they've already planned, and what I'm thinking, this is the way my head's at, and this is like we don't need to do it with guns or whatever, we need to do it with numbers, right? Shit, I'm sounding like fucking Ken O'Keefe now. Dirty trainer turd. Oh no, he's not even Irish. Fuck, Ken O'Keefe. What's his real name again? Because Ken O'Keefe isn't his real name. But anyway, Ken O'Keefe, I think people are calling him now. Ken O'Keefe. Shit, lost my fucking... Aye, we need the numbers right. You don't need to pay money to get the numbers, you just need to get it spread around. You don't even need to get anybody to agree on what kind of ism, schism thing they want. All we need to do is have a singularity. Very easy thing that everybody can agree on. Right, or maybe even two things, let me complicate it. We're very, like, so, we need to agree the system's broke. It's never going to right itself. Never, ever, 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 not a million, trillion, fucking billion years. The system stands up and says they rule and police by consent. This is the democracy scam that we've been sold for all this time, because you put a fucking bit of paper in a box, and their box, their bit of paper with your X on it, in a box. You've participated in your own fucking enslavement. But anyway, so that's how the democracy scam has worked for all this time. So we need the numbers. You can do it digitally, and the principle is very, very easy. There's the Declaration of Independence, right? So every individual declares themselves independent. Now, once you do that, you're as independent as the fledgling United States of America. Because what you could even write it on a bit of paper like I did. And hold on a wee second. Oh no, I've lost all this stuff. No, I've not. What was I looking for? Oh, aye, right. You can go and look on my channel for this stuff. Yeah, war is declared on Israel. That was in 1930 odd or something. Hold on. Jews of all the world unite in action. That was before World War II. Can't remember the exact date, but anyway, my real Declaration of Independence. Get involved. Want yours too. This is when I declared myself independent. I'm the founding father of Houstonia, and as bizarre as it actually sounds, hold on, it's as real as that, and I wish I had Alex to tell me it is as real as that, but I don't. But anyway,
it's real!
Oh yes, I do. Yes, fucking nice. Fuck, fat man, you moved quite fast there for a fat fuck. Nice one, thanks. But it's real. My Declaration of Independence, and I know it sounds bizarre, is as real as that one. My writing was a wee bit different. It was in a different bit of paper. I think the original might be fucking lost, but it's on record, and it's real. Me as a man declared myself independent, away from all this shit, not participating in their little scams, and then so it sounds bizarre. You don't need to subscribe to it. This is what I'm saying. All we need to do is agree that we are setting up something new. Then once we agree that we set up something new, we declare ourselves independent. We don't even need to write it down. We can do all this digitally, get it on record. Right? And just ignore them. This is what I'm saying. You don't need to take up knives, guns, bombs, bullets. You really don't. Right? And I've got even the mechanism of how to ferment all this, right? So declare yourself independent. Like Alan, like a good few of us. I feel like if you go, there's a good few. I've put montages together and that. But a Declaration of Independence. See, I've done it. Like, I've got it on record. All these videos that I've put up are all on record. I'm independent. None of this is in my name. And just doing it on your own, it's nothing. But if everybody done it, and this is the and again, I'm not like the amount of people that think I'm just a wee sweary bastard and he knows nothing. Look, all he needs to do is say, "Hello, everybody. Yes, this is a news of 10 because I've got good points of view, but I wanted to say stop mumbling as well. Stop saying fuck, cunt and bugger and stuff to appease everybody, or maybe, hey man, stop slagging people off in the truth movement, man. It's just creating bad vibes, man. Fuck, cunt and bugger, the lot of them. Anyway, sorry. So, nobody needs to subscribe to the bullcrap I believe in or anything. Just the singularity. The system's broke. It will never correct itself. I'm not participating in their democracy scam anymore. I'm out. You do not need to go and ask the system to permission for not to participate in it. That's the scam of the system. Yes, man, I've read about this man who wrote to, what he done is block capitals, and then he spunked on it 9 times, wrote on it in blood, underlined, capitaled, got it on biro paper, then got it on bond paper, then done a little dance, ooga booga. I mean, these people, like, why participate in their bullshit? It's a scam. They'll never let you go free. You are free, or you aren't. And you aren't free if you're participating in writing fucking letters to fucking bojos, the bureaucratic merry-go-round, to ask them if you're free. This might not make sense to a lot of people, but hopefully it does. So what you do is you stand over here as an individual and a man and go, I am independent. In fact, write it down, get a bit of paper. Hold on, how do you spell that? I do declare I cannot spell. I do declare I'm independent again. It's real! Right? Look, and I've even got Alex Jones.
It's real!
Alex Jones has made it official. Right? So, I'm independent. That's all everybody needs to do. But hey man, Peter, I need to go to Acapulco for a conference. Pay me thousands of dollars and I'll go and ask a liar, for their opinion of how to set our slaves free. Excuse me, liar, can you please unshackle us? You know what I mean? It's a digital revolution. It's a revolution in the mind, and it's not thinking about David Icke's holograms or we're a single point of fucking focus. Bullcrap! Listen to that man, he's full of shite. Anyway, sorry, I digress. This is something real that happens in reality. The legal precedence has been set. Who's going to stand up and go, the founding fathers were scumbags? Now, this is going to get Google washed and all that. This is what you need to point at. And then again, oh, we can't do it because the founding fathers were a bunch of Masons. Same idea, same concept. Write your own. I got everybody. Well, I got everybody. I suggested to everybody to write their own, and a good few people got involved. I'm there. Hold on, is this it? This might not be it. There's a montage of like lots of them. There's Alan's. Aye, another cool dudes, man. Shit. Coleman's and that as well. And people wrote in their declaration as well. I went through all that. So, aye. It's real. Why not do it? And that's pretty much the digital revolution. That's how I think we should do it. Oh, sorry, and the mechanism. Every time they have an election, we get our box, get a shoebox, stand next to their polling booth, and say vote us, not them, and see how many people you can get to vote in our election and not theirs. And then get somebody from News at 10 to go up to the politician and go, so you say you're ruling police by consent? Yes. So why is no cunt playing your stupid little retarded game of do what I say because a man in a funny costume wrote it down on a bit of paper? And it is as simple as that. Simples! But don't worry, we'll go and ask a lawyer to complicate it with some legalese mumble-jumble bullshit. Instead of just actually calling a spade and saying, fuck them, vote us, not them. We are free if we realise it. But think about the hologram within you. Maybe project a tiger run. Nah, that's me trying to take a piss out of David Icke. What is reality, man? What is reality? Is what your eyes can perceive around you. Right, everything else is window fucking dressing, and what I can see outside me is a polling booth, and I've done it. I've held my own election. I've done it. I'm not talking shit here. I've done it. Nobody would turn up to back me up. I ended up down there standing like a wee spare prick myself at the polling station, but I've done it. And that's why I feel disheartened about even going and joining any groups and all that, because they're all fucking just wanted, I don't know, yes, let's go and fight. Let's go and make fun of people. Let's go and bring stuff down. Nah, stop playing their shit. They're dancing to their tune whether some people realise it or not. Anyway, leave links for stuff down below if there's any. I don't think there is any links. But aye, thanks for the comments as well. Digital revolution. No need for any bombs, bullets or anything. We can do it all online. We can get our declarations of independence, our individual declarations of independence on record. And then all we do is need to get more people on our side, more people voting in our box than their box. And then we can see what's happening. Anyway. Thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all the good stuff. Leave all your comments, good, bad, ugly and indifferent. I will read and respond to as many as I can. Alright to YouTube, thanks for listening. Catchies!
It's a F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R, it's a F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R, it's F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R, come on. It keeps the cheese and the maize and the rats and the race and those peasants in the days like a bunnies. It's a F.E.A.R.